Hi guys, so today I thought I would do my flawless foundation look. Now everybody has their own way of doing it, and I mean I love watching videos of how everybody does their flawless look. So this isn't something that I would personally do during the day, although I am doing it today just because, well, for you guys. So I have washed my face, and what I might do, I might not even have to pin back my fringe today. I'm going to be doing a review on the Burt's Bees shampoo that I've been using because yeah, I'm just not even going to talk about it right now. Okay, so I have washed my face, and I use the Clarins facial cleanser. I always use my Clarins, and I absolutely love it. Now my my moisturizer that I've been using is the Neutrogena Healthy Defense Daily Moisturizer SPF 30+. This is for combination and oily skin. So, and I love this stuff. What I basically do is just get, I don't know, I get a fair amount on there really. That, rub it into my hands and then rub it all over my face. But I always moisturize and I always prime. So like I said, this isn't something that I would do during the day. This is more what I would do if I'm going out at night, if I'm going to get together with some friends for a couple of drinks or party or something like that. And I think I'm going to do a nighttime look as well. Not today, but when I do go out. So, because I don't usually wear, you know, I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow and stuff like that for my daily wear, just because it's just a bit too much for me. So yeah, but when I'm going out, I'd love to do a video on that. So next thing I'm going to take is my primer, and this is my CoverGirl and Olay primer, and this is Simply Ageless. And I really do like this primer. Now I watched Lana's video today, Lana Indiana's video about all the different primers, and I said, oh, you know, I'd been looking for different primers and stuff because, I mean, I love my CoverGirl one, but I am wanting to try something different. Okay, so I just get one pump of that, and I basically just pop it all over my face and down my neck, right to my ears as well. So yeah, I was watching Lana's video on oh, so many great products to try, and I'm just like, yay. Because I haven't really seen a lot of videos on just primers, and so it's good to see. And I'm not really that great when it comes to knowing a lot about primers. I found my CoverGirl one. I've used a couple of others that just did not, you know, agree with my skin, and I always just stick to my CoverGirl. But yeah, some great ones from Lana, so thanks for that, darling. I love your videos as always. Always such a good surprise when I see my Lana videos in my subscription box in the mornings. Okay, so once I take my primer, and the lid's right there, I'm looking for it. Now this, I'm going to be using a drugstore foundation today, so this is basically just a drugstore flawless look. So I'm taking my Maybelline Super Stay, and this is a natural beige. Now I've actually just got a little bit in this container here because I did buy the bottle, but it's not like a pump bottle. You just got to pour it, and I just like to put my foundations like that in little containers like this, and then I just mark them on what they actually are. I just find it's easier to get my brush in and out, and that way it's just a cleaner way for me to do it, really. That's how I choose to do it. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay in natural beige, and that's my colour. So my skin isn't that great today, and hopefully the lighting is a bit better, because usually when I do makeup tutorials, the lighting is just horrible. You know what, I'm going to pin my hair back because it's just getting in my face. Sorry guys. Okay. I might just pop my fringe back, saves me having to do it constantly. Oh, that's better. It's not that pretty, but who cares, right? Okay, so I'm just going to take my foundation brush, and I'm going to just basically apply my foundation a little bit heavier than what I usually would for daytime. So what I do is I just get a little bit on my brush like that, and I dot it here, dot it there, 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 there. Eyes, and basically everywhere just to get it all on. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply my foundation. I used to apply my foundation with a sponge, and it was just so dirty when I think of it now. Like, I mean, I wash my foundation brush every second day, so it's, you know, a clean sort of application every time. I've tried doing it with my hands, and that honestly makes my foundation really streaky, so I'm unfortunately just can't use my hands. So this is a DB brush, but the actual brand has actually scraped off when I've been washing it, and I got this brush in Price Attack. Yeah, I was gonna say Priceline, but it's not Priceline. Right, I'm gonna take it right over my lips, just to blend right around the mouth. A little bit down on my neck, just to get rid of that line, because that's just one thing I can't stand, is that foundation line. And I don't know, I see so many people still doing it, and it's just like, in this day and age of, there are so many wonderful, wonderful, amazing people on YouTube that give so much great advice, and it's free. YouTube's free, you can watch it, you don't have to pay to get these tips, and you know, there's no need for it really. But not everybody is aware of YouTube's beauty community, like seriously, some people still are not. Okay, so just blending that in. I like to really blend it in. Then what I'm going to do, just looking at it here, I'm going to take my other little brush here, and this is a QVS brush, and I'm just going to buff it in. Now, I don't usually do this. I used to use this brush for my foundation all the time, and then I found that I just prefer the foundation brush. But because it's a little bit heavy, I really want to buff it into the skin. So I'll just go over it and just really get that in there, down on the neck. So I'm going to be doing a haul video, and I'm going to start doing weekly vlogs as well, because I really enjoyed the last vlog that I done, and I just love to talk, so okay, so just really buffing that in there. Okay. Okay, so that's the foundation on. And hopefully you can see a difference already. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to take is my concealer, and the concealer that I'm using is the Maybelline Dream Mousse, and this is in light ivory. Ivory light. So that's it there. My camera does not focus. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my pinky finger for this, and I'm going to just take a little bit of it, and I'm going to put it on my eyes, and everybody knows the triangle under the eyes and down, so it's like you know, making that triangle shape. So I just pat it on under the eyes, and I just go down into the corner of my nose. Whatever's left on my finger, I'm just going to put under my eyebrow, because I plucked my eyebrows the other day, because I pluck my eyebrows, I don't wax them. I used to wax them, but then I just got in the habit of just plucking them every couple of days. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on the other side. So just in there and down. Sorry that I'm looking down, I'm like looking at my little mirror, and I need something else to bring it up, I think. I might do that in a second. So just down there in the corner of the nose. As you can see, that triangle look. It's not very pretty, is it? And then the, a little bit more actually I need. And then under my eyebrow. Eyebrow bone, I should say. I'm also going to put a little bit in here because I get a bit red there. So I'm just going to tap a bit in there. I'm also going to take some down the bridge of my nose. So just down like that. And I'm also going to put a little bit on my chin. So I'm just going to dab some on like that. Get a bit red in there too. Now I'm also going to put a little bit on my cheeks here, just there, and a little bit on the other side. Just because I have some scarring there from when I was a teenager. I had really, really bad skin when I was a teenager. And you know what, and this is really embarrassing, but I'm going to say it anyway. I was one of those people that got really bad acne on my arms, on my upper arms. And in high school, I never wore singlets. I always had my arms covered, and people used to say to me, why do you cover your arms so much? Why don't you, you know, you're wearing a singlet and then you're wearing a little top over, a little jacket over the top. Why don't you just take it off, it's hot, you know, sort of thing. But I was too embarrassed to ever say why, and I got a hard time at school, so I know people were like paying me out, that like, it wasn't like, oh, why don't you just wear a singlet? It wasn't like that. It was like, why don't you wear a singlet? Like, sort of thing, like, why are you doing that? So, but anyways, that's the reason why. I'm going to put it out there, because I know now that I'm older, I'm 27 now, I don't have that problem anymore, but I do have a lot of scarring. And I know that it's, you know, it's like, oh, man, this is just not a foundation video, it's just me ranting on. But it's not, I know now that's like, I wasn't the only one, and that's how you feel in that situation. You're like, oh, I'm the only one, but I know now that I wasn't the only one, and there will be, you know, other women and even men will suffer from it too when they're a teenager. Okay, so I'm just going to pause it for a minute because I'm going to get something to bring up my mirror so I'm not looking down all the time. Okay, I'm back, guys. So hopefully I've got the mirror a little bit better so I'm not looking down too much. Okay, so I've got my concealer on. Oh, sorry, excuse me. And this might be a little bit weird, but the brush that I use to smooth out my concealer is actually an eyeshadow brush. And I know that's weird, it's clean, it's a BYS brush, and as you can see, it is, I just really like this brush. It's the best one that I've found for my concealer, for me anyway. So what I basically do is I get my brush and I just buff it into the skin. So just going under the eye and down, and just really smoothing that out. Sometimes I even take it right up over the lid as well, and in the corners, and right in the corner of my nose because I get red in there, and right around. So obviously I don't, once I've used this brush for this, I would clean it before you would use it for eyeshadow. But I have a few of these brushes, so usually I have one for my eyeshadow and one for my concealer, and I usually know the difference between the two. So, and it might sound strange, but it's just the best brush that I've found for my concealer. It really gets in there, you know, and I like it to be buffed out and done properly. I don't like it to look strange. So I take it over my cheek as well, and I usually blend that down because I do get red under there as well. Then I'm going to do under my eyebrow, just blend that through and blend it right down over the lid as well. And that just smooths that out. And even just under here as well, because I get red here. I get a lot of redness. So, and also this helps cover up any little veins that you see, because you know, the skin is a lot thinner there, and you see a lot of purple and veins, so that covers that up as well. So really blend it in. I like to take my time. If I'm doing a flawless look, it takes time. So okay, so and then while I'm here doing this side, I'm going to blend this side out as well. And I'm doing it very lightly because I want it to cover those spots, and I'm not wanting to really buff it out too much, because then it just defeats the purpose, really. You don't see it. So it just swirls all around very lightly. Get any little hairs off. Just going to really buff in my nose there. So it's basically one side done. Hopefully the camera is picking this up as well. I always have trouble with my lighting, it's just shocking. It's too light in my front room at the moment too. I would just get washed out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same on the other side, and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so I've blended out that other side. Now I'm going to blend this area and down my nose. So just swirling it in there, bringing it up and just over my eyebrows. And just over the nose. Sometimes with my nose I just use my finger, it's just easier. So just going up and down like that. So it highlights that area as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my chin, and what I usually do is while I'm doing my chin I get it and I take it right across my lips as well and really blank out my lips. So just swirling it over, and then when you got a little bit on your brush, just going over my lips. And that just helps my lipstick stay as well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is a bit of powder, and I'm going to use my Revlon Photo Ready powder. Now usually I would use my big powder brush, but in this case I'm only wanting to do certain areas. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, and I've lifted it up here. So I'm actually going to take a, this is a QVS brush as well, I'm pretty sure. And it's actually a blusher brush, but I don't like this blusher brush, as you can see. I use this just for the powder sometimes. So basically I'm just going to take a little bit of my powder, and this is in translucent, and I'm just going to put it over my eyes, just dusting a little bit on, just highlights it as well. I'm going to go down the bridge of the nose again, very lightly, sort of highlighting it as well. And I'm just going to take some just over any oily spots that I have, so I'm just going to put a little bit on my chin. And I'm also just going to put a little bit on my cheekbones. Just a little. Okay, so that's it for the powder. Don't know if it really makes a difference if you can see on the camera, but I know it does in real life. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is a bit of bronzer. Now this is once again Maybelline. I always use a lot of Maybelline stuff, and this is in Forever Warm. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take the same blusher brush, and because it was translucent it's pretty clean, I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm just going to do the side 3. So going from here over and around, and just repeat the process over and over until I've basically blended all of that in. Just gives a bit of shading and I like it. Like I said, I wouldn't do this on a daily makeup. This is what I would do if I'm going out. It's just a real flawless look for my skin anyway. And you really got to study, I guess, and see what's best for your skin, because what's good for my skin is not necessarily good for your skin. It's not going to look the same and all that. So this is what I've found works best for me. So I'm going to take a little bit more and just do the other side. And just whatever's left, I'm just going to go over my forehead. There's not really much left on there, but once again, not sure if it's really going to pick up too much on the camera because my lighting is very shocking, but it does make a difference in daytime. Now the last thing that I'm going to do is basically just a little highlight on my cheekbones and once again under my eyes. Now I just have to, I forgot to get it out, so I'm just going to get it out of my little case here. And I'm going to quickly show you my beauty case that I've got. It's looking terrible, but it's actually a Mariah Carey case that I got. And I just thought it was so cute. Look how dirty it is, so gross. But I just love the little butterfly on the top. And then you open it up, and it's got lots of bits and pieces in there. So I really, really, really need to get a proper makeup station, and I'm looking everywhere. I saw one on Lana Indiana's channel. It's like a little white rotating one that sort of sits on her little cabinet, but you can't get it in Australia, and they don't deliver to Australia. So I'm like, damn it, it's like perfect. And I have looked everywhere, and they have a lot of jewelry cases and things like that, but I just cannot find a proper makeup station. And I'm getting a lot of makeup, and you know, Paul keeps saying to me, you got to get this makeup sorted, because I had it in the front room, and seriously, the front room was covered in makeup. I didn't realise how much makeup I've actually got, and I just love it. I collect makeup. So okay, so moving on to my highlighter, I'm using my Max Factor little shimmer powder once again. I cannot remember what this stuff is. I've had it for years and years, and the little tag has fallen off. But I just love this. I use this stuff for the inner corners of my eyes. I use it as a little highlight. You can use it as an eyeshadow. It's just perfect. I love this stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little brush here. I'm just going to take just this little brush here. And this is a blending brush, I'm pretty sure. It's a smudge brush, sorry. I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my brush, and then I'm going to tap it off. Tap it off quite good, because it, I don't know if you can see that, but you only need a little bit of this product. Okay, and I'm going to just put some on the my cheekbones, just as a highlight. Just on the other side as well. And then what I usually do is blend that out with my fingers as well. Got a little hair stuck on my face and I can't get it off. There we go. Got it. So I just use that there. I also put a little bit in the corners of my eyes. So just tap that in there and up and over like that, and then I'll blend that out. So just in the corners of my eyes, as you can see for now. I'm going to blend that out in a minute. And just a tiny little bit just under my eyebrow bone. Just to highlight that just a tad. Right. So once I've done that, I'm going to get my eyeshadow brush again, the one that I use for my concealer. And I'm just going to blend that out. Just very, very lightly, windshield wiper strokes, just to smooth it out, blend it. I'm going to do the same for my eyes. Just blending it out, making it a bit softer. And just blending that over as well, so it's not just in a straight line. Once again, I don't even know if the camera's going to be picking this stuff up, but at least you can see what I'm doing anyway. And in the daylight, this stuff has a real shimmer to it, so it's not glittery, but it just gives you a bit of shimmer. So that's my flawless foundation look, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'll take a picture of it at the end on once I've got my mascara and things of that nature on. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and hopefully the camera has picked up what I've done, but you'll see it in the photo anyway, I'm sure. Thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, bye.